Many times today. But before I start talking about this bill or one particular point in this bill, I want to tell you a little bit about my other job outside of the Capitol. One of the things I do with my free time outside of here is research. And most recently, we spent 2 years working on how to improve access to care in rural areas, especially during an emergency like the pandemic. And we turned it into a 5-page paper. That paper we submitted to a journal after several rounds of internal edits amongst all of our collaborators. And that journal came back to us and said that they would publish it with edits. 5 pages, dozens of edits. As much as I wish they told me that my paper was perfect, I acknowledge those edits made it better. 5 pages, dozens of edits. We have here a 1,600-page bill. And today, over the last few hours, we have offered 17 amendments, 17 edits, almost one per every 100 pages. I wish I had that type of ratio with my work. But saying that we can't accept a single one of those edits, a single one of those amendments, and that these 1,600 pages are perfect as they stand, makes me wonder if we're really listening to Iowans. Are we listening to the people that put us in these seats? The people that we promised that we are here to represent, here to be a voice to make sure that we keep the state going in the best direction it can. Based on the more than 1,000 emails I have gotten over the last 10 weeks about this bill, I have to say no. We're ignoring them if we vote this bill into passage. There's one particular aspect of this bill that I have not addressed with the multiple times I've spoken today, and that's the finances. We've been told that one of the biggest issues behind this is that we are going to be saving money for Iowans. Well, let's look at that breakdown of money based on the governor's own numbers, her own projections with this bill. She said the biggest chunk is going to be coming from personnel changes, where almost $78 million, her exact number was $76.8 million when she looked at it totally, was going to be saved. And she said that taxpayers were going to see that money. If we actually look at that sum, only $11.2 million of that is coming from the state fund, meaning the rest, almost 65 million is actually from federal dollars that we are turning down. Federal dollars that Iowa taxpayers are still paying, but getting no return upon. If you tell that to any of my friends in the financial industry, they are going to tell you that is a poor return on investment, and they would tell you never to invest into that fund. So why are we doing this to our own Iowans, our own constituents, our own community members? This is one of the worst fiscal decisions we could make. So when we talk about the true impetus for this bill, let's realize that while we're making centralized government even bigger, while we're taking away local control, we're not doing any good for the pocketbook of taxpayers here in Iowa. And if you truly want to stand for the people that we each represent, your job is to vote this down. Thank you.